Hey everyone, let's talk about hair loss, hair breakage, or split ends, guys. It's all tackling the common hair loss problems here at the Hair Wire. And welcome everybody. Welcome to the Hair Wire, the place where you get hair smart. I'm your host, Sergio Cardona, coming to you live with our beautiful panel, Bisan, Steve, and Carrie Jared. How you guys are doing?
We're doing well today. I'm in California, so it's a little bit too chilly in here for me now.
Doing great.
How's things in Canada, Carrie?
You know what? It's really warm here. It's amazing, right?
What's
Normally
the
we have lots of
temperature?
Okay. Stop it right there. Tell me what's
Yes.
warm.
Well, we're going through El Nino, and which means like the temperature. Normally we have minus 30, minus 40 around minus 20, minus 30 around this time. But right now it's actually quite different. Right now it is. I think it's minus 6 today, which is quite unusual for us. But it's warm for us. It's because El Nino, and it happens ever so often.
No way. -6, and that's warm. Oh my God.
And it is here 67 and
Next, you guys.
cold.
Oh, you got a guess.
Hey.
Hi,
We're
Lyra.
live on YouTube right now.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. You're live on YouTube. You have the Hair Wire with us.
This is my daughter Lyra. Okay.
Hi, Lala. Hey guys, today we're gonna be talking about those little things that gets in our way in such a way, because sometimes we talk about split ends, hair breakage, hair loss, hair shedding. What is it that we're talking about? Because sometimes we get confused and we tell our hair stylist, I'm experiencing hair loss, and they may look at you like, okay, you have a full head of hair. Is it that you're shedding hair? Oh, yeah, exactly that. Oh, okay, now we're good. And sometimes we go like, oh, my hair is splitting. No, you're actually new. You have a new growth. And so it gets confusing so many times. Why is confusion? Now, Carrie, I want to start with you, because you are a hairstylist, a master hairstylist, and you get to see this a lot with your customers. What is it that makes people so confused about hair loss, hair breakage, split ends, hair loss, hair shedding?
I I see it so often. Yeah, where they'll tell me that they're having hair loss, hair shed, and it's totally not the case at all. I think people don't look to analyze what's going on, and so that's why it happens. Like they don't. I don't know. Like me, like I try to explain. Like if you have hair shed, you'll see longer hairs, but if you see short little fragments of hair in your shower wall, that's more breakage, and you can see the difference. And also too, I do a sound test where I'll hear the hair. So if the hair sounds like it's breaking, it's usually because it's dry, and it sounds like sandpaper when you rub it between your fingers between your ear, and it sounds like yucky. Yeah, I have so often. So yeah, I really try and explain and be like, okay, are they short hair, or do they have little split ends? When you look at it close on white paper, they're little sprouts, or yeah.
There's a lot of key elements that we can consider whenever we talk about split ends or hair breakage. And one of the things that I always tell my customers is look at the ends of your hair right now. If those ends look taper, then definitely that's breakage. Look what Bisan is doing right now. Do it again, Biz. Look at your hairs. If those ends they look taper, if they see like they're all wide open, like they're open, then you probably have split ends. And then maybe you're experiencing hair breakage into the process. But if you look at those hairs, and whether they're short or longer, it doesn't matter, and you see that those tips, the end of those hairs is very very thin, very thin, probably that's not hair breakage. More likely than anything, that will be new growth. Why would be new growth? Very simply because no uh, no damage has occurred. As new hair grows, that tip will be closer, will be very tight, and of course it will resemble, like thin hair at the tip, and it becomes thicker as it goes to the bottom. So that's the and I'm doing right now, drawings right now. And,
Yeah.
so
I
you
have a
can see,
sketchbook
yeah,
at
yeah,
my I have a sketchbook at my station and scissors, paper, scissors, and paper because I'm constantly doing demos with people.
yeah, exactly.
So split ends and breakage, you'll see this. The cuticle will be disrupted, you'll see it broken, and oftentimes when your hair is dry under microscope will look like this because the cuticles are standing up. A smooth, healthy hair will be smooth, and the cuticles look like intact fish scales essentially under a microscope. And these will be hugging, they'll be tighter to the hair, to the follicle than any of the breakage. So yeah,
Yeah.
and then
To,
if you
to the
have,
naked eye, basically, it will look thin at the bottom,
yeah,
not
just
open, not exactly.
yeah.
Actually, I have three of those in one shot. I can show it live. So the breakage. So Carrie, the so the split ends, you can see them two like splitting at the end, basically.
Exactly.
But you're saying that one hair strand could have different split ends
Yeah, absolutely.
and different
Hmm.
areas.
Your cuticles. These are cuticles on the hair,
Yeah.
right? And so depending on how they were taken care of when they were treated in styling
Yeah.
or how dry they are or if there's chemical damage, those little scales like fish scales will stick up. And that's why your hair gets broken and brittle is because those little scales aren't hugging the hair anymore, the follicle. They're more flippy
Yeah.
and floppy and they break off, and then that's why the hair is so thin and broken.
And I saw a video of yours when you go like this and cut, 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 cut.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
technique that I do where I will take it from underneath or on the flip it over and do it again, because with layers it's hard to get a split ends, and normally when you go to a hair salon they'll just cut the ends or they'll do their shape to do the long round layers, whatever their technique is, but you still get the split ends. So I'll take the split end and I'll kind of bend the hair and run my scissors after I flat iron the hair so the hair will stick out and I could cut those little ends off.
So I don't have breakage because I don't see anything coming out from here. So these are
It's a
just
technique. You would have to flat iron it for it to stand out because your hair still it's wavy, so the curls are all bending in with amongst themselves.
gotcha.
But when it's straight, it has a tendency to.
Stick out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Plus,
No,
and even if it stick out, it doesn't mean that it's broken or anything, because you have different hairs growing at different rates, so they
right.
may be shorter. But the thing is, as Carrie was explaining, when most hairstylists they trim the ends, they only take care of the ends at the bottom, not the ends of all of the hairs. And those hairs that have different lengths, they need to be trimmed as well. And the only way that you're going to be able to trim those ends on those hairs is to use that type of technique that Carrie was just describing. And by the way, Carrie, if you can put on the description of this video, you have a video.
Yeah, the video.
Yeah, I have video. I love that video, by the way, where you show this technique. And I wish you guys who are watching, if you later on watch this video, you can see when we add the description at the bottom of the video, so you will be able to see that technique that Carrie was mentioning. There are different techniques that people might use to trim the ends of different lengths of the hair, and that's one of those, and I really like it a lot. Another tool that does something very similar is the Split Ender Pro. It's a machine that looks like a flat iron, and kind of does very similar type of job, because anything that sticks out will get the trim,
Mhm.
cuts, and it works fantastically as well. But again, if you want to be, the stylist and look very professional, you do it by hand. You don't
Yeah.
use that's
Yeah.
the type of thing that people do at home, not at a salon.
Yeah.
If you want to do the pro way, you do what Carrie's doing. But if you're at home and you're taking care of your own hair, and maybe you're not trusting your hairstylist, then you can buy that machine. You can get it in Amazon, eBay. It's about 150. I think they went up a couple dollars, but it's around 180, 150 on eBay.
Everything went up a couple of dollars, Sergio.
Yeah, I found the video. Here, I'm going to screen share.
Ah, perfect, perfect.
I'm going to share screen so you can see the video that we're talking about.
I love that video. I always looked for myself. Can I do it myself? But I don't think I can.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
there we go.
Look at the technique right now.
Look at her hands are so professional.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Wow.
And I will go in from the base of the neck all the way to the upper top of the head, and I'll break it into a quarter of an inch or an inch thick sections and do it. So I booked this as a high-end value service.
I don't think we can hear you, Carrie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll switch and can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
perfect.
now it's better.
Okay, yeah, so I will offer this as a high-end service. So this is not a regular salon service. I'll do a little bit for regular haircuts, but I will book it. It's an hour and a half, 2-hour appointment for something like more tailored. And I recommend my long hair clients to do this twice a year, especially during big season changes here in Canada. And I charge more. I charge a premium for this. I charge over almost $180 for this service. And what I do is I start from the nape of the neck. So I'll do the full basic haircut, full uniform shape of the haircut, and then I'll go in and do an inch or quarter of an inch sections from the nape of the neck to the top of the head, going through and dissecting the hair using this technique.
Yeah. That takes a lot of
Oh,
patience.
It does,
that's
but
the thing.
that's my specialty.
Doing the right work, doing it properly will take time. Every time. That's one
And
of the
especially,
things.
I'm going to interrupt this too, especially, so I specialize in hair extensions. I do hair extensions all the time. I'm a long hair coach, so I teach people how to grow their hair out. And a lot of people are like, well, how do you make your hair extension product last so long? Well, it's because I do this technique with the natural hair, and then I put in the extensions and do it again with the hair extensions in it, because you can stretch the length of quality hair extension product, like the hair, taking care of it and treating it like this. So you don't have to replace the hair every single time. It gets costly for a client, especially who are trying to grow it out. And when things are so tight right now for a lot of people. So, I offer that service just to stretch the hair out longer as well. So hair extensions are not, I do this.
Nice, very nice.
We have a comment here from our friend Laurel Queen. The cuticle lifts away from the hair shaft and results in split ends, most likely from heat damage. Yeah, that's one of the things that we usually, not only from heat damage, but also from chemical damage, mechanical damage, and of course, environmental damage. Yeah, which again, Biz was just explaining to us. She lives in Florida, and right now she's in California. And the water from one side to the other changes a lot, and so is Bisan's hair. Now, Biz, walk us through that experience
Yes.
of what the water's like in Florida and what was like in California, and what has been the changes in your hair.
It's amazing when you read about these things and you teach it, but it's different when you yourself experience it. So in Florida, the water is hard water. And because I know it's a hard water, I put this carbon filter on my shower,
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, my hair was, I was complaining to Carrie, my hair is so dry, and I do the hearing test like Carrie does, like it's like as if it's sandpaper, and I feel so sad for my hair, because my hair usually is very smooth and light, and it's not harsh in a way when you touch it. So in Florida, I have been living there for 2 years right now, and I have been ordering all kind of products here and there, and nothing helping my hair to be as smooth as I am used to it. And I thought, oh, maybe because of age, maybe I lacking some nutrients. Like, I am working on it, but I thought that this filter will be good enough until I came here to Christmas vacation in California, 2 showers, and look at my hair. I mean, I don't know if you feel like I didn't even comb my hair. I didn't even use a lot of conditioner. In Florida, I use half of my conditioner. I start from here and put it, and I soak it for like 10 minutes. Here in California, it's too cold. I'm not going to be in the shower more than 2 minutes. Way too cold. So I don't use even my high end conditioners. I use whatever we have here. I'm not going to go and buy stuff. And look, with a very cheap conditioner, look at my hair.
Yeah.
I didn't even comb my hair yet since yesterday. I took a shower. This is how
You know,
smooth my hair is.
and you
And
know
that's
what?
because of the water.
And temperature too plays a key factor. If you ever notice when you go into have a hot shower or you go in a hot tub, your hair is dry and frizzy.
Right.
Well, that heat is expanding the cuticle to stand too. But then if you go into a cold shower or cold ocean or cold lake, and people are like, oh, it's my hair's dirty, that's why it's shiny. No, it's actually because it's,
Close up.
it's closed
Yeah.
up, it's smoother. So I always recommend people to wash their hair with a lukewarm to warm water and then rinse with cold water. And the colder the better, the more shiny your hair is going to be.
I know.
And
Look, it's just
that
like
too.
it's like fantastic. And this is with no products, zero.
If I'm low on
That's the beauty of
conditioner,
it.
if I'm low on conditioner, I'll blast my hair with cold water. Just because, so if I'm in the shower and I'll have a warm shower and I'm low on conditioner, I'll go as cold as I can just to be able to brush my hair, because the cuticle's not as hard to brush through after.
That
Yep.
needs willpower, Carrie. To
Pardon?
have a cold shower needs a willpower.
It's good for you.
No, thank you very much. Actually, okay, let me get out of our subject a little bit. But if you follow Dr. Joseph Mercola, he is one of the most controversial doctor in the United States, and I love him so much because he think forward, and he debunked the cold shower plunges thing for the biohacker community, and they did not like it because they live on cold plunges. And he went in there in the biohacking conference and debunked it. And he said, cold therapy is not good for your body. You're putting yourself under a lot unnecessary stress that it will not make you more resilient. It's just give you more stress.
Yeah.
So, and the
I agree with that one.
biohacking community was not happy.
I imagine why.
I have a friend who passed away from a blood clot from doing cold plunges. So you do have to be very careful of them. I'm not agreeing to cold plunges. They're fun to do once in a while, like a polar bear dip when you have like an event, but not to do regularly. But to have a nice cold shower on the ends of your hair.
Yes. And not the cold.
But when it
not
comes
the
to
cold.
cold to the hair,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
not
full
the
disclosure,
normal
when I
cold.
do it, I take my shower head, and I'm away from it.
Yeah. And the normal cold is not extremely cold as they do it, right? It's like
No.
kind of, yeah. But
Yeah.
let me say that, so I won't be 100%. I have to be 100% transparent. Cold plunges are good for athletes to recover faster if they have a game next day.
Mhm.
So that's the only time it's effective, because the athletes, their livelihood is depending on winning games. So yes, they can do that on when they have game season, but after that it shouldn't be done, according
Yeah.
to Dr. Joseph Markle.
That's a good reference point. Now, going back to the hair, as Kay was mentioning, if you cold shower your hair, if you wash your hair with cold water, naturally, it will be better for split ends and dry damage hair. The other thing that if you are experiencing hard water, like for instance in Florida, one of the things that I like to recommend is to use a deep cleansing shampoo. Now, deep cleansing shampoo that will get your hair dry. We like, "Oh, why do I need to use a deep cleansing shampoo?" We're very simple, because the cuticles are open, and in between those cuticles, you can see like rocks, like pieces of salt from that hard water. Those minerals, they build up in between your cuticles, and you need to remove them in order to apply a conditioner. Because you can wash with regular shampoo, and you have hard water, you will see that after you apply the conditioner, it's like you have not applied
Yeah,
conditioner at
exactly.
all.
Exactly.
So the only way that you're going to be able to have that benefit of that conditioner, or a mask on your hair, will be to remove those mineral buildups on your hair by using the deep cleansing shampoo. And afterwards, then when you apply your conditioner or your mask, that mask is gonna stick to your hair like nail glue, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna feel the difference in your hair. So another thing that you could do for hard water, change the water system.
Softener.
Yeah,
Water
do a water softener system in your home. It's very costly, yes, but there's a lot of benefits to it. Now,
100%.
another thing that I want to talk about was, how many times clients confuse hair breakage with hair loss, or at least hair shedding. Now, why do you think, Carrie, people confuse the two of them?
I I don't know.
For us, it's very clear and simple. But a lot of people, when they see new hairs, they have a tendency to, again, say that that's hair breakage, as we were mentioning a couple seconds back. But we see a lot of new growth.
Well,
Most of the time, new growth, bunch of it, is a signal that people had experienced previous hair loss,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and people don't realize that they had hair loss until the new growth starts coming in. And when the new growth starts coming in, people have a tendency to say that it's splitting. No, it's not splitting. You just had a major telogen effluvium shedding event, and now you're regrowing your hair, and it's not splitting, it's new growth.
and to
But
tell if
yeah,
it's new growth, a lot of people, when you have a lot of split ends that are broken, there'll be different lengths, consistently different lengths.
exactly.
When you have new growth, the new growth, it will all be roughly like I call them hair armies because it grows like this. So the hair army cycle, that they'll all be the same length. And sometimes you'll have one set of army hair, one length, another set of army hair, another length, another set of army hair, another length. But if you notice that throughout the whole head where the new quote unquote breakage is or new growth, that's the new growth. And it'll be consistently the same length or like in
Yeah.
batches of the same length.
And also, it is surgery is psychological for people who are losing their hair, all of us, because when we see shedding or split ends or breakage or hair loss, or anything, we always say, "Oh my God, I'm losing my hair," because it's so emotional. So
Yeah.
when people see new growth, right, like what Carrie is saying, "Oh my God, they're so small." Oh, they call it baby hairs, right? Some people call it baby hairs. Oh, I have baby hairs. They're dying. It's like maybe not. Maybe they're coming back. But since we are very emotional about our hair, any changes in our hair, we will call it hair loss. And hair loss is a big term, right? So, like, I want to say that hair shedding is normal, is seasonal. It is, like Carrie always say, like during between winter and summer. So, hair shedding is kind of normal. Hair loss, this is when you will have alopecia, which is something you have to look into and find the root cause, because this is a totally different category. Split ends and breakage, they are not hair loss or hair shedding. This is a totally different, a third category that you need cosmetic help with it,
Or
like outside
dietary.
help.
Or dietary.
Even dietary will make your hair break.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
because it's thinner. Okay, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
And medication. You go on a microscope, you have to look at the hair. Every quarter of an inch is a month behind us. Every quarter of an inch tells a story. So I could tell a lot of times I see a lot of clients trying to grow their hair, but they're also quite often I see people who are trying to grow their hair long are also serial dieters who are constantly changing their diet or doing different things to improve their health. You could feel it in the hair. And often in a microscope too, I can analyze the hair and be like, okay, 5 months ago you did this. What did you do? Dramatic. Did you change your diet? Did you change medication? And they're like, how'd you know? I'm like, well, your hair tells all. And it oftentimes when you change the chemistry in your body, it creates an imbalance in your system too, to kind of like regurgitate itself. And that will show up in the hair because you can actually feel it and see it.
Yeah, but it's important to visit a trichologist first to categorize which one do you have, so she can or he can like tell you what is the best next step. But don't freak out because it's not always hair loss.
No.
And that's the thing. It's not always hair loss. And another thing with hair loss is hair dysphoria. People who think that they are losing their hair when they're not. And one of the key elements that I like to, show people when they come to my office is I'm losing my hair. I'm losing my hair. And I'm looking at their hair. I'm looking at the scalp, and I'm not seeing, a great deal of issues happening right then and there. So I will probably ask them, well, can you show me a picture about 5 years ago? How did your hair look back then? Oh, sure, sure. Look, my hair is very different from what it is now. And you see the pictures, they look exactly the same. There's no difference. So there's also hair dysphoria, which is, of course, a mental condition, mental health condition, when people think that they're experiencing hair loss where they aren't. And the amount of shedding that they're experiencing on a daily basis is quite normal, because again, there's an amount of hair that we need to shed on a daily basis, which is fine. But whenever we exceed that amount, we're going to be start seeing, of course, spaces in our scalp is going to look thinner, and we're going to start seeing less hair, which that brings to the other part of the subject. If I'm shedding hair more commonly than what it should, one of the signs that you will first see is that the hair will start become thinner, because as new growth starts to emerge, those hairs will become thinner because of the intelligent effluvium events that you may be experiencing, because of the hair shedding that you're seeing, that is more commonly that is happening more frequent than what normally should. And because of that, then we're start seeing that thinning. And whenever people see that their hair is thinning, it does not necessarily mean that they're losing hair in terms of the amount, but actually on the thickness of the hair. The mass of that hair is getting thinner, and for then it looks less hair, but in terms of the amount is the same. So you want to look out for those little details. And if you need professional help, know that there are trichologists around the world, and we're here for you guys. And if you need help from the Hair Wire, you have 3 trichologists right here, and we can work with you. We can help you out, even if it's online consultations. And if you need to a consultation with the 3 of us, we can certainly do that for you as well. So call out, get in touch with the Hair Wire. Visit thehairwire.com. thehairwire.com for more information, guys, about our consultation services. And of course, to our friends in the industry, if you need, more education, certainly the Hair Wire can help you there. And we have our Hair Loss Summit, the Hair Wire Summit, going on right now. Carrie, walk us through the Hair Wire Summit.
Yeah, we have everything for public. We have every bit, like, for whether you're a patron suffering from hair loss or scalp issues, or you just want to learn more about how to grow your hair longer, thicker, or if you are a professional, we have 2 access points, professional and patron. And for the professional side, we have everything from lectures in the business, what's going on, what's new, microscopy, you name it, it's in there. We have some really great guests, William Gunness, we have Dr. Bowman, we have Sergio with a lecture, we have San with lectures, Mike Blake, Karen Gordon.
The boys.
Yeah, the Biohacker Babes, man, we have a list. So you definitely want to go check that out. just to help and just to see maybe you're dabbling, you're a cosmetologist or a dermatologist or somebody who wants to bring in trichology into your practice and get more adversed in the topic, then the summit's for you. I'll put the link here on the page, and then that way you can see it. There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it.
More.
Thehairwire.com/summit. Click on it right now. Get your tickets to the show. And of course, learn about hair and how to stay hair smart here with us at the Hair Wire. Also at thehairwire.com, we also have the Hair Wire Network, which is basically like our Facebook for hair professionals. Anyone in the industry, you guys need to be part of the network of the Hair Wire. And right now, if you subscribe, your subscription is free for life. If you click right now, go to thehairwire.com and of course, build your profile, set it up. It's free for
List your
life if you do it
business.
right now. Exactly. It's about promoting your business, right? And you know, get people started, get people on the right path, and of course, to get the community going, because we have a great community of people and we consult with each other and we talk about the different subjects and different issues that we're experiencing with our customers, and we want to move forward and help out our community to grow and grow faster. So we have a bunch of things going on right now, the Hair Wire. So we have a whole menu for you guys, and the most important part is that, you know, we're doing this out of of our heart. We love what we're doing here. We love doing this. Abisan, we love talk about hair, don't you think?
Yes, yes, that's what we do. And we have big dreams, guys. We have big dreams for the hair wire. We have big dreams for the trichology industry as a whole. We want to bring everybody together because we are stronger together. And nobody knows it all. We will all can solve the most complicated cases that till now it's a mysteries. We have like really complex cases. Till now it's mystery because we didn't have collective of trichologist experiences to solve these problems. And this is how we will bring the industry to the next level, and everybody on earth will know what trichology is. And when you have a hair loss, you don't go to a dermatologist, you go to a trichologist, because you know trichologist will help.
That's true. This is what we do, guys. And it's because whatever hair loss issue, whatever hair loss problem, whatever split ends, breakage, hair loss, hair thinning, whatever you want to call it, if you need experts, here we do it here at the Hair Wire. And again, we want to thank you for tuning in today. We want to keep it short today because we don't want to drag this too much today. But hey, keep connected, stay smart here at the Hair Wire. Any guys, anything you guys want before we go?
Yeah. You know what? Next week, I think we need to have a big topic on hair product, because the amount of emails I got over Christmas on what products to use for hair loss. Oh my gosh! If I had a dime.
And
So-
I'm trying a new brand, so I will give you my review on that.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, if you guys have a product that you want us to talk about, and if you want us to review the product, send us the link of the product. We'll check it out for you. We maybe buy it, test it, and see what we come up with and what is our opinion about it. And of course, we're going to be talking about many of the products that we have been using, the ones that truly works, the one that does really not nothing, really a whole bunch of nothing. So
Yes.
yeah, we're
And I
going to
have
be
a
giving out
teaser
thumbs
for
up,
you.
thumbs downs. Huh?
And I have a teaser for our audience. I have
Ooh.
a secret that is $8 shampoo that works wonders.
Ooh, we're going to be talking about that and more next week. So stay tuned, stay connected, and please stay here at the Hair Wire. Visit our YouTube channel, give us a like, subscribe, and of course, stay connected. Till next time, God bless you all. Merry Christmas. Bye bye.